Dear Alia, one of the first interactions I remember having with you happened when you were probably in 4th grade. I was on recess duty and was talking with you, Danya, and some other kids. We were joking around, and at one point I declared that you were in charge. You smiled, put on my neon vest, and stayed completely silent throughout the whole thing. Think about that. Completely silent. I think that may be the last time I used those words to describe you. In the years since then, I've been lucky enough to hear you in so many different ways. I've heard you singing during homeroom. I've heard you asking questions about mathematics and sharing your own understanding with your classmates. I've heard you say, okay, when I told you you needed to push yourself harder, and then watched as you followed through on that promise. I've heard the joy with which you discuss One Direction and Pretty Little Liars, and have loved talking with you, at least about the latter. And most wonderfully, I've heard you laugh, and laugh, and laugh. Sometimes I've understood what you've been laughing at, and sometimes I've been totally baffled, but I've always enjoyed hearing it. So, Alia, you're headed off to a new school and a whole new part of your life, and I am so proud of you and honored to get to introduce you today. I have 2 requests before you leave. Don't be silent and keep laughing. Congratulations.
Where do you go to school? Fairweather Street School. I've answered this question so many times, by now the word just come out of me, and I always get the same puzzled look in response. It's a small school in Cambridge, I add. How do you explain Fairweather? People may think they know about the school, but it's not until you've dyed your hair with markers during class, walked through the streets of New York City drenched from the rain, and made a list of hashtags for your teacher to use on Twitter that you really understand Fairweather. My friends and I have been talking about how excited we are to graduate for months, but now that I'm actually here, I realize there's nothing I'm going to miss more than this school. I've spent so much time worrying about what dress I'm going to wear, how I'm going to do my makeup, that I didn't even think about the most important part. This is the last time this group of 8th graders who I've grown up with will ever be together. When I think back to when we first came together in kindergarten, I remember meeting Jenna and Belinda while they were having a princess drawing competition. Jenna was struggling to draw the dress, so I drew it for her. Belinda got mad at both of us. I guess things never really change. In 1st and 2nd grade, I was one of about 5 girls who made Luke promise he would marry us. Luke, I'm still holding you to the promise. In 3rd and 4th grade, I remember dancing in the meeting area to Hannah Montana songs. I may or may not still do that. In 5th and 6th grade, the girls from at farm school was playing Truth or Dare and ended up with Cindy dancing with one of the farmers in the kitchen. Now I'm here, delivering the most awaited yet nerve-wracking speech of my life. Today is the last time I'm going to step foot in the school without the title alumni. That's pretty crazy, considering if you counted the number of miles I've driven to get to and from school in 9 years, I could have probably traveled the world. I know everyone says this, but honestly, Fairweather is not just a school to me. It's my home, and I'm really going to miss it.